Alright, hello and welcome everyone to Jack's video. I don't have a title. As you could just now see as he flew across the screen there, I am joined with my friend Anne, who also happens to be the admin of this server. I know him as Jake, but you can see his name there.
Well, more the owner of the server, but...
well, admin, owner, kind of...
Admin, owner, same deal.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
finally glad to be with somebody who likes making videos, I guess. The first times are always the best, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, and as basically he will more or less explain the server within the limited time that I have. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to point me in the direction that you want me to explain, because there's a lot to explain.
Well, drat. That is a good question. Where to start? Okay, how about let's start with what plugins we have, which I think we should probably go to spawn so we can actually see the plugins.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. So,
I actually visited the spawn shortly after my last recording to actually look at things and see some things you... Oh, hello, I got people on my face.
yeah, a lot of people tend to play on Mind Chat and just chat, which is fair enough. So, well, plugins, the most important ones to note that are going to be physically obvious from the get-go: Mythic Mobs, Fat Loot, Mine Reset Lite, not Clear Lag, Essentials, MCMMO, Random Location, Silk Spawners, and Townie. Because they're just like the core plugins that we have to make the server work. We've got over 55 plugins running to make whatever this is. So,
and also for anyone that's probably wanting it's this holographic display one right here, isn't it, that's making it so it appears like this?
yeah, that's a very neat little plugin that we've got going too. Rather than just filling up the place with signs, we can display it in floating text in colours.
Yes,
So,
beautiful colors.
So yeah, that's just generally what goes down on plugins wise.
Also, I never asked when I first came here, but I noticed that one is you, but is it safe to assume the rest of these are like the other admins or so?
The Steve skins are open slots. We've still to update some of the skins because we recently recruited some new staff members and promoted some, and generally just moved the ranks around at the moment. So there's a lot to do on here, but we're literally too lazy to do it because it's a hell of a lot of work. We could probably get a plugin to do that. We can just take them down and get a plugin to update them for us. But
Yeah.
we'll see about that.
Also, I had also noticed that there were other things that I did not see when I first came here. Oh, also, you have this little thing, this music thing.
Oh yeah, Plug DJ. That's actually it's a bit like SoundCloud or YouTube, but you can listen together in groups, and it's just a place to chill when you're absolutely bored. And we have one just for the sake of the server. It's not used often, but when I start announcing that I'm going to use it more, it gets pretty popular.
And, of course, as this says, be wary, there are powerful monsters that will attack you. Be sure to avoid them on your first few nights. Use Warp Mine if you find it hard. Resources are there to do as you please. These monsters now, which plugin are they from?
They are from Mythic Mobs. They have been entirely custom configured by myself and an older admin, but he's gone now. We have been working on some new ones recently to spice up the roster, in quotes, of mobs. So,
And one of them is that mob spawner dude, isn't it? The one that spawns some minions?
Plague Zombie. Yeah, that's him. I forgot the names.
Yeah, I ran into like two of those at once when I was exploring for some sheep. So I have not ran into the very powerful ones yet, but I have run into a couple of those.
Yeah, there is a very powerful one, and I've not set up the spawns for another one yet. He's still a bit buggy, so I'm working on him.
And also, as people can see right here, you got use the sign below to leave spawn. This will will put you in a random location, which I'm also assuming is what the RL stands for.
Yep, that's the plugin. It's the third. No, it's not. It's the seventh bottom on the plugin list. Random location.
Yeah,
the one we
wasn't
mentioned.
the one that says random location?
Yeah, it's the one we mentioned previously. That just takes you to somewhere random to get you started off.
Yes, and I nearly fell into this when I was visiting Spawn for the second time.
This is inadvisable if you're new, especially considering that although there's 3 times the amount of resources in the islands, there are a lot more mobs, and it becomes very painful very quickly to deal with. You really ought to avoid getting into there until you've got at least enchanted armor.
Yeah, like I said, I nearly fell in when I was exploring up here.
Yeah.
I also noticed this over here. It says a market. Is there actually anything over here?
Yes, there is. Just come down, if you follow it to the end.
Oh,
These two aren't finished yet, the one on the left and right. We're working on those.
Which
But this one,
left and right are... Left is generic, right is for weapons and gears. Donors only.
and forward is for building materials and custom items.
Ooh, custom items.
So, I will run you through in a nutshell what these are. Don't right-click the sign above the chest, you'll actually buy them, and they're a lot of money. So this is the fertilizer. Basically, how it works is that you just throw it over a bunch of crops. You know, like how you press the drop key, like just drop the item. Yeah. If you do it that way and you throw it on your crops in a radius of either 5, I don't know how much it is, but it's in a radius of about 3 to 5, it instantly grows all your crops.
So it's like but it's like a superior bone meal.
It's like superior, but it's like bone meal that works in the old game, in the older versions, where it's instant, except you can throw it and it does a radius, and they cost 1,050 for 8 of them. So.
All right, that's something that probably should be explained. There is a money system on this server.
Yeah, the money's a bit broken because most of the people just deposit their money straight into towns because we have a towny system going on and that requires upkeep and all the rest of it.
I think it's over there where we can see the signs about that, right?
Yeah, the info center has commands and etc. So this torch basically gives you night vision while you hold it, really self-explanatory, but it loses its effects if you place it. And then this Eye of Ender gives you jump boost 2.
Oh, nice.
So you can pretty much hold them and walk around and you can jump higher. There are other custom items like these, but we're not selling them because you can get them by other means. Like you get an invisibility cloak, you put it on, you go invisible, and you put the helmet on that you get with it, and it takes off the invisibility again. So
basically, you become Harry Potter with the cloak of invisibility.
I think that was the idea, yeah. So, as for the economy system, you right-click the top sign, and you will buy 64 of said whatever the material is. So we've given like a block example of what they are, except these are ingots, these are all your resources. So you can just right-click one of the signs and you'll get, for example, 32 diamonds, but you'll lose $2,500. So
I actually wish I knew about this before.
Yeah, economy's hard to get considering.
Well, I have a spawner out in my base, so I can kind of farm some money.
And then you have another random location sign in case you can't be bothered going all the way back over there.
That works. Or everyone that's lazy. Oh, where'd you go?
Upstairs.
There's an upstairs?
Yeah, there's an upstairs to the market. Just back here.
Oh, look at that, there is. Oh,
you get beacon, although it's very expensive.
Holy crap, that is a lot for a beacon.
Yeah, beacons are rare. There's only one person I know who's got a beacon, and then these are all your basic items for fairly cheap.
Oh, I could have bought an enchantment table. Oh, well, I got one in the little drop party. Which...
Oh, yeah. That's another thing to talk about later. You even get the bookshelves for pretty cheap. You even sell them back. And then over here, which I managed to butcher pretty badly.
Buy a couple of bookshelves.